With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. Here's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Jaguar defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First and 10.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say? Hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, presented. He went in and took it far enough downfield to make sure that had enough yards to pick up the first down.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen going to audible to a different look. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
56. Go.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And some room to work. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Cook. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit, and I would gamble and go for it. Doesn't seem like it's optimal, but you're the home team. You'll get the support of the crowd all game long. Go get it right now. Put 6 on the board.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Hey, go. Turn. This is hot.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is going to have a Jags first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Jaguars at 8-8 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. To the right side and intercepted. Moving inside the 20.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Motion man is Shakir.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
319.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Jaguars nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10.
11, Agate. Here's the 24.
Lawrence will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey.
Here's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Fighting his way through contact. Still going. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, Stevenson. Showed some tough running, but they drop him at the 5-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Allen off the play fake. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
11, 11, 11. Hot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Jaguars, first down.
13, Luke.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Luke, on. It's hot.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go. Son, it's hot.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, run.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Red on red. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
11-11.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Sink right. Rip, 23. Hey, 13 loop. 11. Go. Dirty left. Hot.
Now Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Stevenson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Allen.
It's now 3rd and 5.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Bills first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got a man complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Khalil Shakir, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Jaguars 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 40-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Son, go, go. Go, go.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Ready, ready.
3rd and 5.
13, Luke. Luke. Hey, go, go. Go, go. Darn, it's hot.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brenton Strange as the first half is winding down. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Again, it's Stevenson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
The kick by Bass is good.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after here coming up. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Bills 27, Jaguars 21. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Now a toss coming right side. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence to the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Lion. Hey, son.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Go. Hey, Ginger, touch. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get this off to ETN. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tank Bigsby, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. This one deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Jaguars 35.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Now Allen off the bootleg. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Joshua Hines Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Allen.
Now he fires deep for Shakir. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Stevenson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Allen going to change the look here.
2nd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. This is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find ETN out of the backfield. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, easy. 11. Hey, go. Ready?
Here's Lawrence. This is caught at the 20. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here we go.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Hey, go. Street. Man, go street. Silver.
Here's Bigsby. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he's probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, Rob. Here we go.
They run for it with Bigsby. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Take Bigsby with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bills 49, Jaguars 42. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This going to be returned from the 2. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Tipton. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
He'll drop this off for Davis.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Allen running the option to the left. And he'll be brought down to about the 42.
He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Allen.
Now he's free at the 35.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Buffalo,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
and now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.